Welcome back. In conversation with the Police Minister Bheki Cele, all ahead of an announcement about the role that police will be some months later. Surely this could have an impact on morale?
Well, I'm not sure on the morale, but indeed, we were assured that is a tiny percentage of people that they repeat, and we have to rearrest them going forward. But as I've said, there is a committee that is working on the matter, who are represented the head of the detectives in the Republic of South Africa, South African police on that. One thing that we have agreed yesterday, I addressed the entire leadership of the South African police in Western Cape. What other things that will be happening? We will be, because this will take about 6 weeks to finalize the whole process, so we will be going to the different police stations, especially those that have a high number of prisoners or inmates that will have to be released. You can imagine with the Cape Town, Johannesburg, KZN, and then we still comb on those things. They can still raise the matter with the correctional service, because the president did not give the names, gave the principle and say, you go and work the process.
That's exactly it, isn't it? Because there is, whichever way you look at this, a high degree of risk attached to this move.
No doubt about it that the risk will be there, and indeed the police we will have to be on the high alert. As you said, other members of the South African Police services will raise the concern and all, but it's a process that all of us must be engaged, and we hope that prosecution will help us if we say this person is not rehabilitated, has just went to his or her old ways, mostly is he going back to their old ways, and then they won't give us a problem of giving them bail and all other things. They'll have to take those people back.
The jury's out on that one. We'll see how that plays out over the next couple of months. Back to the Christmas crime fighting plan. You spoke about a mall attack. Obviously, there's always concern about cash and transit heists, housebreaking when people are away. What's the principal focus this year of this crime fighting plan over December? Where are you focusing your attention and your efforts?
Well, we've started much earlier, Jeremy, especially on those fear crimes. Fear crimes is a cash heist, is one of them, but the other one is a house robbery. House robbery is when they wait for you to get in the house and they get in, and the house burglary is when they wait for you to get out and they get in. So house robbery is more fearful because they wait for you and your family to come in. So those are the things that we are looking at. And then the malls, for some reasons, they've increased in the attack of the malls, especially jewelry shops. But up to this point, I think the police have really done well in dealing with those matters, even the mall robberies, and either they foiled them or either they've won the battle as they encounter those guys on the street. The question you have asked, what happened when they go to the holidays? There are tips that are given. We usually give them at the local police station, because we don't want to give those tips openly like this. Some other people might use those tips for other ways.
Minister, just a final question to you, and I know that you are someone who enjoys a good turn of phrase, but I'm wondering whether there is an instruction to police this year, particularly over Christmas, to be tougher, to be more assertive, to be more aggressive. You were quoted as saying, I think to this batch of recruits that are now on the streets, the 5,000 odd, the criminals now need to be afraid of cops. Is there a different approach? Is there a different philosophy to crime fighting as a result of that statement?
Well, one other thing that I've said, and I always say, and I even said today when in the parade in Mpumalanga, stay within the law. The law allows you to be tough when it is necessary. Special Criminal Procedure Act 49 to say you are given the tools to use. Don't abuse them, but also at the same time, you don't die with the tools of trade that are given in your hand to go. We have said to the police, be tough. If criminals need to engage you, I don't want to come there and pick up the dead bodies. And those dead bodies cannot be the members of the South African Police Services.
So within the law, but to be as tough as they possibly can. Minister, good luck. It's going to be an interesting Christmas. And we'll
Thank
see
you
how
very
this remission process plays out as well. In fact, we'll have more on that a little later, but in the meantime,